everyone. Good evening. It is the day before Halloween. And that leads us to why I named the title of this training. I was trying to have some fun with you guys, and I don't think anybody got it. I named the title of this training the Vampire Edition in lieu of Halloween because I love Halloween. I don't know if you know that. I love Halloween. My birthday's in October. I've always been a massive fan of Halloween. So, the Vampire Edition, 3 fatal mistakes that are sucking the life out of you and your cleaning business. What could they be? I'm going to wait a few minutes and check and see if everyone can get on. Everyone is hearing me okay on this training. I'm going to check in. Did you get it, Kelly? I'm so glad you got it because I didn't know if anyone got it. I was like, oh, we only had 8 people that registered. And I was like, oh, maybe nobody got what I was trying to say. So, okay, I'm glad you got it. I'm just going to clue everyone in here so people can see this. Kelly, how are you? If you're joining us for the first time, jump on, say hi. Let me know where you're from. We're going to talk a little bit tonight about what you may be doing actually to be causing stress in your life and your cleaning business. Hi, Laurie. Hi, Amanda. I put everyone on there so it would clue you guys in because nobody liked my title. My title was the Vampire Edition. People were probably like, what does that mean, right? What does that mean? So, hi. Great week. I know Kelly's had a great week. Kelly's hired some people. Woo, Kelly's hired some people. All right, let's get into this. If you're watching this for the first time, live or on replay, my name is Cheryl Hazer. I own a maid service, Made Bright, Brite. Okay, and what I do is I am also a cleaning business coach, and I help cleaning business owners get out of their own way, stop with their self-sabotage, stop not believing in themselves, and then I teach them the skills they need to grow and scale their cleaning business. And so I say that because do you think that sometimes, and I would like a show of hands, do you think that sometimes you are unknowingly sabotaging your cleaning business potential? Right? As a successful cleaning business owner and a coach myself, I've seen firsthand how a poverty mindset can strangle, right? We'll talk, everything's going to be Halloween themed tonight. It can strangle the growth and keep hardworking entrepreneurs like yourself stuck in a cycle of the struggle. So today, what we're going to do is my vampire training, whether or not you got my joke or not. We're going to shine a light on the 3 most dangerous poverty mindset traps that are holding you back right now. All right, sound good? Is everyone ready? Today's training might be a big eye-opener for some of you. You might discover the true reason why your cleaning business hasn't scaled the way you've wanted it to, or why you are constantly running into issues that you cannot fix. And it seems like some days you're running in circles, you're running on that hamster wheel, and everything like that. I was you. I started my cleaning business myself with no money. I was a single mother. And now I've grown it over $750,000 a year by doing the right result producing activities. I didn't get it right all the time, right? But I get it right now. And that's all that matters. You can check out testimonials on the YouTube page, on the sisters community, whatever you need. So let's get into this. I want to check in to see who else is on here. All right. Okay, people will be joining later. That's usually what happens. So sadly, more women than men experience this poverty mindset, which is the reason why I decided to do a training on the poverty mindset, right? I felt like it was important to address it and to point out why it might be happening and what are the differences between having this poverty mindset and having a thriving mindset and how they both can change the course of your business in 2 very different ways. So if you want to take notes, definitely take notes. Okay, I'm going to call it trap because that sounds like Halloween. Trap number one, the scarcity spiral. Okay, that's it. That's the title. The scarcity spiral. Okay, so the scarcity mindset is like quicksand for your business. Right? We all know what quicksand is. Hopefully, none of us have stepped in it. It's funny. I just kind of related everything to like Halloween. So the quicksand is that nagging voice that constantly whispers, "There's not enough. Not enough clients. Not enough money. Not enough resources," right? And this toxic thinking will manifest in ways you might not even realize. Refusing to raise your prices for fear of losing clients. How many of us have done that, right? Hesitating to invest in better equipment or software. Jobber, Gusto, ZenMaid, Nice Job, all these things, right? Constantly worrying about your competition, stealing your clients, right? Constantly, that is a scarcity mindset. That is a scarcity mindset. Let me give you a real life example. One of my clients was stuck. My coaching clients was stuck in a cycle of using cheap, unreliable vacuums. She will be unnamed. She was saving money, right, by buying $100 models that kept breaking. Okay, so these $100 models kept breaking on her. So what happens, right? She was losing hours of productivity, all right? And so rather than thinking I'm going to invest in good vacuums, she was actually losing all kinds of money. So we changed that. We made the quick switch. She ultimately went to get better vacuums. It saved her money because they weren't breaking down. They were faster, which helped her save on labor. All right, that's one example. Many of you know I used to be a single parent when I was raising my son when he was younger. I was a single parent for 12 years. I was an extreme couponer. I felt like I needed to do that, right? I felt like I was doing a good job putting food on the table. I learned how to do that. That was a skill. I taught myself how to do it. But it was very time consuming, very time consuming. I was cleaning houses on the side, right? And then I realized that the amount of time it was taking me to go out and do the extreme couponing and all that time that it required, I could just go out and get another client and that would actually pay me more money, so I would have more money to buy more food instead of wasting time clipping coupons. That is my scarcity mindset example, right? Makes sense. It was a cool skill to learn. You feel like you're getting something for free, which you kind of were, but I was better off just figuring out how to make more money, right? Makes sense, right? And this is why people that have jobs will never be rich, right? Because they trade time for money. Trading time for money never made anyone rich. That's a scarcity mentality. It's a scarcity mentality. Don't you want to have a mentality where you're like, sky's the limit, I want to make as much effing money as I want? I do, right? I think that's so cool. I feel like I have a hair on me. I think that that's like so cool. So, like, do you know how freeing it will be for you, all of you, if you escape this mindset? And this is exactly what I teach people how to do, right? I had a client last week. All she kept saying was, or a potential client, because she ended up not working with me and doing drop the mop, right? And so this breaks my heart because I see this all the time in women, ladies, right? They have such a scarcity mindset. They think of anything to stop them from doing something. All she kept saying is, we can't afford that. We can't afford that, right? And it's crazy, right? She was talking about how she couldn't afford a payroll. She couldn't afford a CRM, a company car, new equipment, the whole 9 yards, right? The whole 9 yards. And I'm saying, well, that's the reason why you're at, right? I mean, I can only help you so much. If you have, and sometimes that comes from like, childhood, growing up, right? When you develop that poverty mindset, scarcity mindset, and that's hard to break. It's hard to break sometimes. So, I had to really like get across to her that she needed to break her scarcity mindset. Because she needed to be able to invest in herself and things to make her business grow, right? Exactly. So I work with people on these things. If they're open, if they're ready for change, change isn't easy, right? Change isn't easy. You all are like amazing humans, everyone's I've worked with, and you're resilient and you're strong and you're tough, but we all suffer from that poverty mindset, right? Who here thinks they have a poverty mindset? I'm curious. I'm going to check in and see who's here. I'm going to check in to see who's here. Who else thinks they have a poverty mindset? I'm going to like everything. Like everything. For sure. Poverty mindset. Anyone? Anyone who has a poverty mindset? Say poverty mindset if you think you have a poverty mindset. All right, moving on. Trap number 2. Trap number 2 that is sucking the life out of you and your cleaning business is the risk paralysis. See, paralysis is like Halloween. The risk paralysis. So risk aversion is the silent killer of business growth, right? It'll kill your business. It'll strangle your business, like I said before, right? It's the instinct to play it safe. Even when taking calculated risk could lead to exponential rewards, right? This trap, if you want to write this down, this trap often shows up as refusing to hire help, keeping yourself stuck in the field, right? This is risk paralysis. You don't want to take a risk and hire someone and train someone for fear that they're going to quit. Guess what? People are going to quit on you all the time. I had someone quit on me this morning at 10 past 8. Oh, well, I'm not stuck in the risk paralysis. You know what I did? I just scheduled another interview. I don't even think twice about it, ladies. I don't even think twice about it. Another one. Avoiding marketing investments that could bring in new clients. Learning a different skill on how to attract new clients, right? Something that I teach that's very near and dear to me. And I help a lot of people with it. Avoiding investing in an investment that you know is going to help you grow your business, right? That's risk paralysis. Oh, we can't afford it. You can't not afford it if you want to grow your business, right? What you're saying is, I don't think I believe in myself enough to invest in myself. Now, ladies, we have a different problem. We get a different problem on our hands, right? Totally different. Sticking to outdated methods instead of embracing new technologies, right? The pen and paper schedule, not getting ZenMaid or Jobber or whichever one you want to use, right? That is an outdated method. You can't grow on pen and paper. There's companies around me that are still on pen and paper. I just hired someone. I'm blown away that some of my competition who has decent names are still operating on pen and paper. That's like wild to me. Anyways, real life example of the risk paralysis. Another client I was working with was terrified of hiring her first employee. She was working 60-hour weeks, turning down new clients, heading for burnout, right? Heading for burnout. But by helping her overcome this fear and helping her hire smarter, she was able to double her client base in just 3 months. Like, think about that. That's a massive change, right? So what's risk aversion? Risk aversion, and a lot of times people with a poverty mindset tend to avoid taking a risk because it could be shaky, right? Even when those risks might have the potential for substantial rewards, right? They may avoid investing in a new venture or expanding their business due to the fear of losing what they already have, right? Let me give you an example. Replacing yourself in the field with staff so you don't have to clean anymore, right? Short-term thinking or scarcity thinking is this. Well, I have to pay the staff, so I'm going to be losing money. That's the scarcity mindset. Well, I don't want to give that up because then I'm not going to be putting money in my pocket. But do you know that if you replace yourself with your staff, you can go out and get more clients and get more money, right? That's the only way you do that. You have to pay the staff, so you're losing money. Now, your long-term thinking, your abundance thinking, right? So we have scarcity thinking on the left, then we have abundance thinking on the right. Your abundance thinking is, oh my God, this will free up so much time and I can go out and get more clients and grow the revenue. Kelly Jenkins, weren't we talking about this today? I don't know if you're still listening, but you just said this to me today. Oh my God, all my time is going to be freed up. Hi, Sarah, how are you? I don't think I'm missing work to do. Oh, Amanda, that's nice. Poverty mindset, right? That's what I think you're talking about. Um, Kelly, did you just hear what I said? You messaged me today and you were like, oh my God, I'm going to have so much free time, right? Exactly, exactly. Long-term abundance thinking. We need to think abundance all the time. Even when it doesn't feel like abundance, you just need to force yourself to think abundance. Because some days are really shitty, right? Sometimes we have shitty days. When you have employees, when you have a lot of employees like I do, your days aren't all sunshine and roses, right? They're not. They're not going to be. You're managing people, right? You're managing people. But you all see how those are so different, right? Your scarcity mindset is like, oh, I don't want to stop cleaning because I like the money that's coming in. Your abundance thinking is, ooh, let me hire some people that can take on some of these clients so I can go get more clients. That's your abundance thinking. That's where you want to be, all right? Okay. Trap number three. Trap number three. The short term short sightedness versus gain. Okay? Short term thinking. Short term thinking. So a poverty mindset often results in a focus or a short term gains for or immediate relief, right? Long term planning and strategic thinking can take a back seat, which is going to limit your growth and your sustainability. You always have to have a front seat with your long term planning and your growth. So when you're thinking of short term, like, oh, I'm going to make $1,500 this week cleaning houses, which is awesome, right? But it's you cleaning the houses. So you're only going to be able to do that for so long. You're actually setting yourself up for failure doing this. What happens if you get injured? The money isn't coming in, right? That's short-term thinking. $1,500 is short-term thinking, all right? I know, it's a lot of money, but it's short-term thinking. So let's take a look at some of the consequences of this short-term thinking. Underpricing services for quick cash flow. Oh, I'm just going to do a discount. I'm going to do 30% off discount. I cringe when I see cleaning business owners giving crazy discounts like this. I just want to fly to wherever they are and go into their office and find them and just sit them down and say, stop. Right? It's going to bring in immediate revenue, yes, but it devalues your work and it makes it difficult for you to raise prices later, which is ultimately going to stunt your financial growth, right? Your business financial growth. Another one, neglecting investment in education and skill development, right? Failure to upgrade and to learn how to do things that you don't know how to do, because none of us are born with learning how to do everything, right? Upgrade your knowledge and your abilities. This limits your capacity to innovate. It limits you to adapt to market changes. If you don't know how to change to a market, you don't know how to change in a market, find someone that knows how to do it, right? And learn how to do it. Because eventually your services are going to be obsolete, right? Eventually, if you don't change with what's going on, right? Another one, overworking yourself instead of delegating. I see this all the time with women. All the time with women. We would rather do it ourselves. I just was on the phone with Leah Elizabeth in the Tampa, like the Trinity area in Florida. And we just carved out. She's in the Sisters Elite program. She graduated from Drop Them Off. She's in Sisters Elite with Kelly and Candace and that whole gang. And we sat there and she goes, oh my God, sometimes on a Friday night I'm working until 6:37 at night. We figured out one girl in her group that is cleaning. She wants more hours. She wants to do more admin stuff. We created a whole path on what Leah is going to delegate and get that off her shoulders, right? Women always take on more than we're supposed to. We know how we are, right? You got to, and that's, it's hard. Women would rather get things done and get it done themselves rather than delegate and teach someone, right? But it may save you money in short term, like we're talking about short term, but it's going to lead to burnout. Leah doesn't want to work till 6:30, 7 o'clock at night. She wants to go hang out with her fiance and her daughter and everything. You know what I mean? She doesn't want to do that, or she doesn't want to have to go Saturday morning, right? You all need a break. So when you have staff, You want to learn how to delegate. This is what we call focusing on strategic growth strategies. So you're going to delegate the crap that's not making you money, like towels, like supplies. I did it today. I sent one of the girls that does our towels and supplies. She said we need toilet brushes, we need sugar, we need milk. What did I do? I sent her to the store. I sent her to the store. I said, let me know how much it is and I'll Venmo you. I'm not doing that stuff anymore. And eventually you all can get to that point, right? I used to do it for a long time. I don't have to do it anymore, right? As I've delegated. Now that I've delegated, I'm like, I don't want to not delegate, right? So think about that. All right, another one. Cutting corners on quality to save costs. This practice may temporarily boost your profits, but it damages your reputation and your customer loyalty in the long run. Another one, failing, we talked about it before, failing to invest in proper equipment or technology. Technology is technically equipment, it's software, right? Using outdated or inefficient tools may seem cost effective in the beginning, initially, but it's going to hamper your productivity and effectiveness and competitiveness over time. Ladies, technology makes you money. A good CRM makes you money. It is not a debt. It is a vehicle to make you money. Okay? All right, let's consider, let me check in here. Delegation is the key. I'm training my own place. Oh, Amanda. This is awesome. I love to hear this. Love, love, love to hear that. Amanda's a graduate of Drop Them Up. And hopefully I'm going to get to meet her in April at the retreat, which is in Destin, by the way. Let me just say this. The next Rise retreat is going to be all about hiring. Everything to do with hiring, training, hiring web, employees, interviewing, everything to do with that. It's going to be held in Destin, Florida, either the second or third week in April. If you are interested in getting on the wait list, type Rise Retreat and I'll put you on the list. I have 7 people already. We're renting a massive house on the beach. It's probably going to be a maximum of probably 13, 14 people max, because the house is only so big. So half of those spots are already claimed. If you're interested, type Rise Retreat and I'll put you on the list. Okay, so let's consider the example of a cleaning business owner who hesitates to hire staff, right? Preferring to handle all the cleaning personally. Short-term thinking. We got the scarcity mindset. This is her thought process. If I hire staff, I'll have to pay them, which means less money in my pocket. I'd rather do all the work myself to maximize my earnings, right? Newbies do this all the time. They do it all the time, okay? Now let's talk about your long-term thinking or your abundance mindset. So by hiring and training competent staff, I can free up my time to focus on business development, marketing, networking, and client acquisition. Client acquisition is the favorite thing in the world because it brings you money, right? This will allow me to scale the business, serve more clients, and ultimately increase my revenue and profitability. You see how that sounds totally different? Right? That sounds totally different. So the short-term thinker might see a temporary boost in personal income, but remains trapped in a cycle of physical labor and limited growth potential. You can't make much more than $1,500 a week cleaning all yourself, right? So in contrast, a long-term thinker invests in building a sustainable business structure that can expand beyond an owner's personal capacity. Getting this? So moreover, relying solely on personal labor creates vulnerability. Like we talked about, what happens if you get injured, you twist an ankle, you're out for a week, you can't work, the money doesn't come in, your business comes to a halt, illustrating the fragility, if that's a word, or short-sightedness approach. Okay, so to break free from this trap, you all have to have or grow or cultivate a long-term perspectives. If you want to write these down, there's 5 of them. How do you create a long-term perspective? You set clear long-term business goals, right? clear long-term business goals. My sister's elite group is going to be creating goals in the next group call in a few weeks for 2025. By the way, if you didn't know, you're all doing it. So setting clear long-term business goals and aligning daily actions. Okay, you're only as good as your actions. Your result-producing activities are only as good as your actions. Okay, setting clear long-term business goals and aligning with your daily actions is number one. Number two, investing in personal and professional development to enhance your business skills and industry knowledge too, right? Number three, building systems. I love systems. Building systems and processes that allow the business to operate efficiently. All right, operate efficiently without constant personal involvement. Outline that. Okay, building systems and processes that allow the business to operate efficiently. The big line here is without constant personal involvement. That is delegation. You're going to delegate it to someone on your team to do it for you, right? Yes. All right. Number four, focusing on creating sustainable value for your clients rather than just making quick sales. What's an example of this? Reoccurring, right? Rather than you can do it once in a while. Don't make a habit of advertising deep cleans, right? Those are only one-offs. Those are schedule fillers. Yes, they can be profitable, but they're schedule fillers. They're one-offs, right? Okay. And number five, regularly reviewing and adjusting your business strategies to ensure they're contributing to the long-term growth of your company, right? Things change, ladies. Things change. I'm checking in. See if I have more comments. 17 comments. That's 17 comments. I can only see like a few at a time, though. That's crazy. Yeah, I don't know. I can only see a few at a time. That's so weird. Anyways, so is this making sense? So by shifting from this scarcity mindset that is sucking the life out of your cleaning business, right, and switch to this abundance mindset, entrepreneurs like us can break free from your own limitations. All right, what you're doing is you're limiting your own way of thinking. So this is going to enable you to be resilient and build a resilient, scalable business capable of weathering the challenges. If this was easy, everyone would do it, right? Hiring people, training people, firing people. It's the hardest part of the business. I'm not going to sugarcoat anything for you, but it's the sweetest part of the business when it works, right? My girls are out. I don't even go check on my houses because my team leaders, I've trained them so well that they're my quality control. They're my eyes and my ears. They make sure everything's good. They get tipped. They get paid well, and I don't have to step into the field at all. Unless it's like a big multi-million-dollar home or we're doing a move-out clean or something crazy, I'm never in the field, right? Some of you have been in business a lot longer too. You've been, I mean, 20 years, right? Whatever. I'm never in the field. I'm not in the field, right? But I've worked really hard at it, and that's what I teach. That's what I teach, and I want all of you to have the same thing I have, right? Because this transition is going to enable you to be resilient, be tough, be strong, and scale it. If I can do it, you can do it too, right? Is this making sense? If I can do it, you can do it too. You can do it too. Okay, so if you're new on here or you're watching this on replay and I'm resonating with you, and if you feel like you're struggling from these life-sucking mentalities, which, there's probably a good amount of you are, we should have a chat. One of the biggest things I help owners with is their mindset, getting out of their own way, right? How many of you feel that you're in your own way? How many of you feel you're in your own way? Just raise your hand, right, and type in the chat, I am in my own way. I want to know if you recognize that you're in your own way, right? I can tell you that most of you are in your own way. You're delaying your own success, right? So if you started to take control now, in 3 months' time, you'd be looking at a completely different outlook on your business. All right, I'm not going to say you're going to have a massive 360 in 3 months. It may take a little bit longer than that. The owners that have gone through Drop Them Up, they're doubling their revenues, they're tripling their revenues. You can see the testimonials, the video, they put them out there so you guys can see that it's actually happening, for a lot of people. They're learning how to attract the right clients. They're learning that. They're learning how to take control of their hiring and their staffing issues, and they're cleaning less. And this could be you. I have a last call on the Drop Them Up and Skill registration this week. So if you're interested in transforming your business, I don't work with everyone. There's some qualifications, if you will, and I have a bunch of questions that I ask people. But my mission is to help as many cleaning business owners as I can break through this mental ceiling of disbelief and of scarcity to learning how to becoming thriving and successful, right? With a full staff, so you can have that time freedom. The reason why you started this business is to hire people and have time freedom. We all know that's what you want, and you are all so deserving of that, right? You're all so deserving of this. I talk to a lot of people. Everyone has struggles. Everyone has shit in their life, right? You're all deserving of this, right? Of the freedom it brings. It will change your life as you know it today. It will change your life as you know it today. I have a couple of spots left. If you want to be considered for one of them, type Drop Them Up in the chat. I will reach out. Stop delaying your own success. You're only in your own way. You are only in your own way. All right. I'm sorry that nobody got my humor on the Vampire Edition 3 Fatal Mistakes. I thought I was being funny when I wrote that, but now I'm seeing that I just need to be very, very, very direct about the topic. Nobody got that. Nobody got my Halloween humor. So I'm sorry. I'm even wearing my Beetlejuice dress today, and nobody got it. All right, ladies. Have an amazing evening. Have a great Halloween, and I'll see you all real soon. All right. Bye.